I'm just starting my evening commute, walking towards Kanigawa Station here in Gifu. It's pretty late, so it's incredibly quiet out. Just look at this as I walk through. I'm scanning my IC card, heading up the stairs, and it's just spotless. There's no litter, no graffiti. This is my local, rural-ish station, and it's this clean every single night. It's something you almost take for granted. This kind of place gives you a lot of time to think. And lately, I've been reflecting on some of the, let's say, different perspectives I've been seeing online about life in Japan. But I've seen so many conversations lately about the condition of Japan, and it made me realize that I wanted to share my own daily view, what I see every day. I've reached the platform now. It's pretty much empty, just illuminated by these bright fluorescent lights. Honestly, it just feels peaceful. It feels completely safe. I could set my camera back down and not even worry about it. I feel like this side of Japan, this quiet, orderly everyday reality, is just as important to see as the busy city centers. This is my reality day in and day out. Standing here on the platform just looking out at the dark tracks, it's just so calm. There's no sense of danger, no chaos. It feels a million miles away from some of the more sensational headlines you see online, the ones that paint a picture of a country in decline or in chaos. My actual lived experience just doesn't line up with that narrative. You can hear the train coming now. Headlights cutting through the darkness. I'm stepping back behind the yellow line. It's just automatic, a habit. It's this mutual respect for rules and shared space that really defines my experience here. It's not about fear, it's about flow. The train halts, doors slide open smoothly. As I board this relatively empty car, it just gets me thinking. It's easy to focus on a few busy, messy spots in big cities, but that's such a small fraction of the whole picture. There's so much more to the story, and this right here is a huge part of it. I'm taking a seat on these clean velvet cushions. Look, I won't lie to you and say everything is perfect. No country is. Japan has its own complex challenges just like anywhere else in the world, but those challenges are often nuanced and not as simple as a 10-second clip might make them seem. We're moving now. Look around this carriage with me. That salaryman sleeping, that student reading over there, it's spotless, it's quiet. People respect the shared space, keeping their voices low, taking their trash with them. This is the standard, not the exception. This is the reality for the vast majority. Watch as passengers queue politely at this stop even without any barriers. They just naturally form a line. It's not forced, it's just the default. As foreigners, we are guests here, or long-term residents. And while we certainly can't fix every societal issue, what we can do is be mindful of our own actions and how they contribute to this atmosphere. We're moving again, transferring lines now. Walking through this clean, bright hallway, I realize we all have a choice. A choice in how we interact with the country, what we focus on, and how we portray it to the rest of the world. It's a bit of a responsibility in a way. Walking up the stairs at the transfer, staying to the left with the flow of traffic. Nobody is pushing. It's a small reminder that we're all part of a community here, even if we're all strangers. Our individual actions set a positive tone for everyone, and it makes the daily commute so much less stressful. These benefits are the result of a society that values order and collective responsibility. It's a privilege to be a part of it, and it's not something to be taken lightly. Boarding the train to Nagoya now. But even here, people make space. It's good to remember that when one person respects the rules, like not talking loudly on the phone, it makes the journey more comfortable for everyone else around them. We've arrived at Nagoya Station. Look at the bustle. So many people stepping onto this platform. I'm reminded that we as residents follow these rules because we also get to enjoy all the benefits. Fantastic healthcare, this incredible safety, and public transport that runs to the second. I'm moving towards the escalators with this massive organized crowd. Everyone just finds their place and moves together, exiting the ticket gates into the main concourse, and you can hear the city noise pick up. Sure, I've had my share of negative experiences too. I've felt the outsider gaze. I've dealt with complex bureaucracy, but balancing those perspectives is key. It's not all one thing or the other. Walking past these brightly lit shops and cafes, everything is so clean and inviting. Sometimes these online discussions can get really heated and just seem to lose track of the everyday reality of life here. It becomes about us versus them, and that's a shame. It misses all the nuance. Heading to the underground exit, walking on these pristine tiled floors, you could eat off this floor. While people argue online, the real Japan keeps moving. The trains keep running, people keep working, and the streets for the most part remain incredibly clean. I want Gaijin World to be a place where we can discuss these things honestly, including the difficulties of living abroad, but also do it respectfully. Sensationalism gets clicks, but it doesn't help anyone understand the culture better. Seeing the night sky ahead, I feel we have a responsibility to be truthful, to show the nuance. Japan isn't a perfect, flawless paradise, but it is certainly not a collapsing dystopia either. The truth, as always, is somewhere in the middle. Emerging onto the street level of Nagoya, greeted by all these city lights, it's beautiful. We should show respect to everyone, whether you're a tourist here for a week, a long-term resident like me, or a citizen. We are all sharing this space, and a little respect goes a long, long way. Luxury storefronts, Prada, Gucci, all the big names, the windows are gleaming, absolutely spotless. There's no graffiti, no tags, no vandalism. It's just clean. When I see this, it makes me question those narratives. Does this look like a country in collapse? I really don't think so. Look up at the Modegakuen Spiral Towers. What an amazing building. I've always found that respect goes both ways. It usually starts with us respecting the place we're in, and in my experience, that respect is generally given back. You get what you give. Walking down this broad sidewalk, passing well-dressed locals heading home from work, Nagoya is a big industrial city. It's busy, but it has a real heart. It has its own rhythm, and it really welcomes you if you're just willing to flow with it and not fight against it. Continuing down the main street, it's vibrant and full of life, even this late. Some online videos have focused on very specific narrow spots, but you just have to walk 10 minutes in any direction and you find this cleanliness, a sense of civic pride in the presentation. Waiting at the crosswalk. It's just so important to contextualize what we see online. A 10-minute video of one small area shouldn't define your entire view of a nation of 125 million people. If you're curious, come here, see it for yourself, form your own opinion. Passing this group of young people laughing, just enjoying their night out. Japan is evolving, it's changing. And yes, the huge boom in tourism brings new challenges, new frictions. But the core of what makes Japan special, that resilience, that community focus, is still very strong. Turning the corner to a quieter street now, I think it's helpful to try and be part of the solution, not the problem. To be foreigners who integrate, who make an effort to learn the language, who observe and follow the local customs. It just makes life better for everyone. Seeing that is how we bridge the gap. That's how we ensure that Japan remains welcoming to us, by showing that we value what they value, like cleanliness, quiet, and respect for others. I can walk here with all my camera equipment out, totally unbothered. In many other countries, I'd be looking over my shoulder. That peace of mind is a huge, huge benefit of living here. Walking under this street lamp, I hope we can all get back to sharing the real stories of Japan, the good, the bad, and everything in between. The full nuanced picture is so much more interesting than just the extreme hot takes. It's a complex place. Walking along this fence, people have talked about the broken window theory, the idea that visible disorder breeds more crime. From my perspective, if a window does get broken in Japan, they fix it faster than anywhere else I've ever lived. There's a real drive to maintain order. Look at this. Even this construction site is perfectly cordoned off, clean and organized. The tools are put away. That dedication to detail, to not inconveniencing the public, is something I've always admired. It's a different mindset. Moving into an older district now, but even here, the buildings are well maintained. It's easy to complain. It's easy to point out the flaws in any society. It's much, much harder to try and understand the cultural context and appreciate the massive collective effort it takes to run a society like this. Passing a konbini, brightly lit staff working hard inside, the convenience, the level of service, the safety, these are the benefits we get to enjoy every single day. It's good to honor that and the people who provide it by just being respectful guests in their country. Look at this clean vending machine right on the street, no tags, no damage. We receive this safety as a gift. It's important not to take it for granted. It's a social trust. And we have a part to play in maintaining it by not abusing that trust. Turning towards a dimly lit side street. Okay, so this might be considered gritty by Japanese standards. Let's see if it matches some of the horror stories I want to be fair and show all sides. Walking down this dark alley. It's dark, sure, but is it dangerous? No, I don't feel unsafe at all. Is it covered in trash? No, it's just a quiet residential back street. It's really not that intimidating when you're actually here. Passing these neatly parked cars, sometimes the danger can be really exaggerated online. It's important to remember Japan is consistently ranked as one of the safest places on earth. Fear-mongering for views just feels irresponsible when you see the reality. We just need to keep our perspective grounded in reality, not just in the clips that are designed to get the most emotional reaction. Approaching an underpass now. Okay, this is usually prime real estate for tagging in any major city around the world. Let's go see what it looks like. Entering the underpass. And yeah, there is some art here. There are some tags. But notice, it's not chaos. It's not covering every single surface. It's almost contained. This isn't the sign of a collapsing society. It's just a city being a city. Look at this mural up close. Some of this is actually quite artistic and well done. It's an expression, it's urban culture. It just shows that this isn't some widespread, rampant issue, but simply a part of a complex modern city. It's not a sign that everything is cooked. Walking through the tunnel, let's be real, graffiti exists in every metropolis. London, Paris, New York, Nagoya. To single out Japan as if it's uniquely falling victim to this is just a bit strange to me. It's a global phenomenon. Exiting the underpass, I think we need to stop holding Japan to this impossible standard of absolute perfection. It's a real country with real people and real complex issues. It's not a theme park or an anime. Zooming in on this parking sign, the rules are clearly posted, and when people follow them, the system works. It's a simple concept, but it relies on everyone participating, and here they generally do. Walking back to the city center as the lights get brighter. My advice, if you're coming here, just come with an open mind. Don't come looking for problems or to confirm a negative bias. Come looking for experiences and you'll find them. Respect the people who built this, respect the locals who welcome us into their communities. That's the Gaijin World way. That's what I've always tried to promote. Taking in this view of the Nagoya skyline. It's a great city. The internet drama of the week? It'll pass. It always does. But the impact we leave on this country as individuals lasts a lot longer. Walking past this clean hotel entrance, let's make sure our impact is a positive one. Let's try to be the foreigners who are remembered for our respect, our curiosity, and our kindness, not for our complaints. Passing a small, beautiful shrine tucked right between two modern buildings. I love this. Japan is a balance of old and new. And sometimes that friction between tradition and modernity creates issues, but as you can see, it also creates incredible beauty. Checking the time, it's getting late, the city is winding down, but even as it gets quiet, it still feels alive. It still feels like home, and that's a feeling I'm really grateful for. Heading back to the station entrance now. I hope this little walk and talk gave you a better idea of where I stand. I love this country, and I'm grateful to be here every day. It's as simple as that. Entering the station back into the bright lights, I know many of you who live here or who have visited feel the same way. Let's keep that positivity going. Let's support each other in sharing that balanced perspective. Walking through the main concourse, we can't control the algorithm and we can't control online drama, but we can control our own community and the kind of content we choose to create and support. I think that matters. Let's build a community that's based on reality, on respect, and on a genuine appreciation for the culture we're in. That's what Gaijin World has always been about for me. Thank you all for watching and thank you for your comments. I read them all and I really appreciate your curiosity and engagement, even on complex topics like this. If you like this video and this kind of discussion, please hit that like button. It really does help the channel a lot. And subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to have you. I'll be back with more adventures soon. Maybe something a little lighter next time, maybe some food. Let me know what you want to see.